A warm welcome to all of you joining the Salon community as we come together tonight to celebrate the joy of sharing music and community. We also acknowledge that many are suffering throughout the world. Let us hold those in our hearts this evening. Since there are many new audience members joining us tonight, I'll provide some background. I started my salon 37 years ago after the 18th and 19th century salons of Italy and France. The salon was the parlor, the room where these gatherings were held. Scientists, philosophers, theologians, writers were invited to exchange ideas. These later included artists and musicians. I was particularly drawn to the early 20th century in Paris. In Montmartre, collaborations and conversations were sparking between such luminaries as Stravinsky, Picasso, Matisse, Brancusi, Diaghilev, and the Ballet Russe. At the salons, a hostess, or host, but most often a hostess, would invite luminaries to their home to discuss their latest works, and new compositions were written specifically for these gatherings. They came to be known as salon pieces, sentimental or virtuosic short pieces. Chopin, for instance, preferred the Parisian salons to the larger concert halls. There were improvisations, musical duels, and virtuosic performances of opera, piano reductions. I was inspired by American writer Gertrude Stein, who started her salon in Paris in 1910. Incidentally, the same year this extraordinary house was put together from 3 18th century Trinity homes. I started my salon in 1986 to carry on the long tradition of music in the home, foster collaboration amongst artists, and to help build a vital and joyful community around music. I've kept the programming the same. 10 or 11 ensembles, 10 minutes each. The diverse programming draws a cross-fertilization of audience and offers exposure to a wondrous flowering of arts. There have been well over 18,000 audience members and over 8,000 performers coming through the salon living room since 1986, and a beautiful community has been formed. It gives me such joy that the community continues to expand, both in Philadelphia and around the world with the new hybrid, streaming in and out, a silver lining of the pandemic. In our busy lives, how often do we have time or even give ourselves permission to drop down, to exhale, to find quiet within ourselves? I invite you to listen deeply and stay open to many different forms of art, some of which may be less familiar to you. At the end, you may engage with the artist during an informal conversation. See what stirs your souls. It's a chance to be receptive. I'll offer a brief intro to each performer. However, I highly encourage you to read more about them on our program page. That link is posted in the chat. Please consider donating to support the performers. Many performing artists are impacted by the pandemic, and every little bit helps. You can make a simple tax-deductible donation through our umbrella organization, Crossroads Music. That link is in the chat and also on the ZalonArts.org website. My team and I gladly volunteer to keep this heart space of music and arts alive. A huge thank you to tonight's volunteer team. It truly takes a village to run a hybrid, streamed in and streamed out with 2 audiences, 2 sets of performers, and 2 teams. Please hold your applause until the end. Tech Director Gerardo Rizamni and the local tech team, audio engineers, cameras, and monitors, Joyce Lieberman, Chip Powell, Tom West, Bill Houston, Tila Mark-Bracken, Vartan Sarkisian, and Lex Simakis, and the remote Zoom engineers, Alex Glass, Jordan Vernick. And the house team assisting with performers, audience, and more are Jennifer Kopp-Lewis, Shannon Coulter, Connie Copy, Laura Burton, Georgette Hamadi, Nina Sherak, Mitzi Juni, Stephen Macbeth, Neve Sherlock, Ray Watley, Maddie Green, and Ray McFadden. I feel incredibly fortunate to be working with these amazing and dedicated humans. Let's give them a huge round of applause. I'm often asked how I meet the musicians who perform at the Salon. The rich music scene in Philadelphia brings me in contact with many great performers, and I also meet many artists through my travels and concerts as a composer. I met this next performer in Philadelphia when she was doing some very cool and unusual improvisations on the violin, and met up with her again in Stockholm last fall, where I had a fellowship. Katt Hernandez was excited about joining us from her studio in Stockholm, and here we are. Katt Hernandez is a violinist, composer, and improviser, and a veteran experimental music performer. Her work has been featured at Anten Festival, Blowout, Pulse Festival of Multi-Channel Music, Nordic New Music Days, and more. She recently earned a PhD in music from Lund University. Join me in giving our warmest welcome to Katt Hernandez, performing an improvisation from her studio, where it's about 1:34 in the morning. Katt Hernandez.
Thank you. I lived in Philadelphia just before I moved to Sweden about 15 years ago, and I'm really moved to be here. And 37 years is a long time, and that's wonderful. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Katt, for that expressive and mesmerizing improvisation. And thank you for staying up into the wee hours to share your music. I'm
My
not
pleasure.
sure if... Are you a night owl like me?
Of course.
Yes. So if you really want to go for it, you can stay until the end where we can talk to you about your music. I'm sure that there are people who would like to converse. Otherwise, please check the chat and you can respond to some of the comments there and get some sleep.
Great.
Thank you so much. Katt Hernandez. And now, permit me just a moment to change the setup for the performances here in my loft. It's a great pleasure to welcome my friends, these incredible jazz musicians who are beloved to us in Philadelphia and at the Salon, Dave Posmontier Trio, Dave Posmontier, Bob Howell, and Chico Huff. Dave Posmontier, come on up while I brag about you a little bit. Dave has been playing piano professionally for the past 50 years. He's a pianist, organist, composer, arranger, and educator. He's performed and recorded with many jazz greats, including Christian McBride, James Moody, Chris Potter, Grover Washington Jr., and Johnny Hartman. Bob Howell attended Berklee College of Music, where he studied composition and saxophone, and from there began to perform nationally and internationally. Bob has performed with Richie Cole, Odine Pope, Trudy Pitts, Aretha Franklin, the Four Tops, Johnny Mathis, and many fine local Philadelphia musicians. Chico Huff has been playing electric bass professionally for about 40 years around the US, Europe, Japan, and Morocco. He's had the pleasure of performing and recording with James Taylor, Carly Simon, Terrence Blanchard, John Belushi, Dr. John, and Jefferson Airplane. I'll turn it over to Dave, who can tell you about the repertoire for this evening. Let's give our warmest welcome to the Dave Posmontier Trio.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrea, and thanks all of you for being here and having us play. We're going to do a couple of tunes. We're going to do a segue from one to another. The first one, this is a piece that I wrote a long time ago called Piece of Change, and we're going to segue back into a Dr. Billy Taylor composition called I Wish I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free. So here we go.
much for your beautiful music. The rapport between the three of you is just exquisite, and the music that you perform for us tonight, at least for me, is so uplifting to my spirit, and so grateful that you made time in your very busy schedules to come back and perform for us. Thank you. Chico, Dave Posmontier Trio. Everyone check out Dave Posmontier's trio on our artist page to find out where to hear them next. It is my heartfelt pleasure to welcome to the Salon, this time live in Philly, two incredibly gifted musicians, Matvey and Katya Kramer-Lapin, who have traveled from North Carolina just to be with us here tonight. Why don't you come on up and I'll tell them a little bit about you. Matvey Lapin enjoys a multifaceted career as a recording artist, chamber musician, orchestra leader, and teacher. His professional engagements have taken him around the world. A Russian native, he completed his conservatory training in St. Petersburg, where he performed with the St. Petersburg Quartet, a Grammy-nominated, award-winning quartet. Matvey finished his doctoral coursework at Indiana University, and he performs in duo amabile with his wonderful wife, Katya Kramer-Lapin, and they perform extensively across the US and Europe. Katya is an American concert pianist, educator, and recording artist for the O Classica label. Katya's chamber music collaborations have included concerto performances with world-renowned recitalists and chamber musicians. Katya has accompanied masterclasses by Yo-Yo Ma, Renee Fleming, and other guest artists. She also received her degree from the Jacobs School of Music at Indiana University. They will perform Romance for piano and viola by Sergey Bryukhno, who is on the Zoom tonight. I was just saying hello to Sergey, so we're so thrilled to have the composer with us. And excerpts from Emily Suite by Polina Nazaikinskaya. So let's give a warm welcome to Matvey and Katya Lapin.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Andrea, to having us here, and we're thrilled to be in the company of such talented musicians and to perform for you. She told everything about us, so I have pretty much nothing to add, rather than we're going to change the order. First, we're going to play two pieces by Polina Nazaikinskaya. These are two movements from Emily's Suite that she composed as a ballet collaboration with New York-based More Dance Company, and was premiered last year. The suite basically reflects on the life of Emily Dickinson, and these are going to be the first and the last of 5 movements. And the third piece in our program is a Romance by Sergey Bryukhno, our great friend and collaborator. I believe this version for piano and viola is a world premiere tonight. Enjoy.
Kramer-Lapin. Thank you so much for performing for us tonight. Beautiful, expressive music by Sergey Bryukhno. Actually, that was the third one. And Polina Nazaikinskaya. Thank you so much. So sensitive, you're playing. And what a range on the viola. That was amazing. So we would love to have you back. We know that you've performed on the Zoom several times. They were unable to come, so this is their first time performing here, and I'm sure that you'd all agree. It would be nice to hear them again. So please do stay and speak to our local audience at the reception, and if you can, come up on it here and talk to the Zoom audience during the Q&A. I'm so excited to welcome back these amazing performers. Well, one has performed here before, and the other one is new. Vibraphonist Oliver Mayman, who's performing with first-time salon performer Lora Sherodd. From Ann Arbor, Michigan, and now based in Philadelphia, Oliver is a vibraphonist, composer, and educator. He's quickly become a distinguished voice on the vibraphone, redefining its role in music through an inventive technical approach and a discerning creative ear. He was selected as a Yamaha Young Performing Artist Competition jazz winner. He performed here last year with one of his mentors, Tony Maselli, a stellar duet. Downbeat award-winning jazz vocalist Lora Sherodd is also an improviser and composer. Lora brings new excitement to the vocal jazz scene. She's passionate about her role encouraging women in music, and she emphasizes women's empowerment with feminist themes in her compositions. I'm thrilled to welcome Oliver and Lora to the Salon stage. Let's give them some love.
Oliver and I have been playing together for maybe 3 years now. So we have a lot of fun arrangements and things like that we do. We're going to start with a tune entitled Sunday. The recording that I like is the Carmen McRae recording, and so I ended up writing a vocalese based off of her solo because it's a really swinging, sassy solo, and I wanted to sing it. So I put words to it. Thinking about Sunday, that one day when I'm with you, and I cry all day Tuesday, I cry all day Wednesday. Oh my, how I long for you, but then comes Thursday. Gee, it's long, it never goes by. Friday makes me feel like I'm gonna die, but after payday, that's my fun day, 'cause I groove all day Sunday. That's the day that I'm with you. That's the day when I'm sitting around and doing absolutely nothing. Sitting around the church pew and confessing for my sin. Sitting around and taking ibuprofen. I'm hungover from the weekend. Might as well sleep in. The weekdays tired, praying and hope I don't get fired. Constantly getting kicked out and then you think you can't win. About to give in. Then Sunday comes along. Reason Chester wrote this song. Now there's a famous lyric in that country song. Working 9 to 5 just ain't enough to make a living. That still rings true as every day goes by. Sit in your cubicle and try not to cry. Next Sunday brings you an is the time where we can get away, or maybe stay, see Monterey, save all the work for a business day. Sunday is my least favorite day of the week. I don't know why. I think I'm just anticipating Monday, so that's why I don't like Sunday. But we're going to continue with a tune called If a Girl Isn't Pretty. It's from the musical Funny Girl. And it's basically about if you're a woman, it's hard for you to have a career on the stage if you're not pretty. So yeah, I just think it's funny because like how long did it take you to get dressed today, Oliver? Like 10 minutes maybe? 2 minutes. Okay. And then I've been picking out this outfit since like August, and I still changed like maybe 6 times today, and then still put on the same thing that I planned out before, so. If a girl isn't pretty, like a Miss Atlantic City, all she gets in life is pity and a pat. Is a nose with deviation such a crime against the nation? Should we throw her into jail or drown the cat? She must shine in every detail, like some ring you buy in retail. Be a standard size that fits a standard dress. If a girl's incidentals are no bigger than 2 lentils, then to me that doesn't spell success. If a girl isn't pretty like a Miss Atlantic City, she must dump the stage and try another route. Any guy who pays a quarter for a seat just really ought to see a figure that his wife can't substitute. Frumpy faces that can cause ya to have temporary nausea. Do I have to hear a lecture such as that? Kindly name a star who hasn't won a contest voices that can cause ya to have temporary migraine. You might have to hear a lecture such as that. Kindly name a star who hasn't won a contest or a pageant. If she hasn't, she just never gets to bed. If a girl isn't pretty, if a girl isn't pretty, she should get a job, get a weekly pay. If a girl isn't pretty like a Miss Atlantic City, she's a real Miss Nobody, USA. We have one more tune for you. Oliver and I really like the Great American Songbook, but we also really like to do tunes that maybe aren't the most well-known from the Great American Songbook. So we both fell in love with this tune called Moonlight Saving Time, which if you listen to the Posmontier Once Upon a Summertime record, it's on there and there's a really cool arrangement of it. And we both have done a lot of research on this song and have found like almost nothing. So my best guess is that it was written around the time that daylight saving time was a new thing, so people were probably really obsessed with it and also really annoyed, kind of like how my generation is obsessed with the fact that Pluto isn't a planet anymore. So that's kind of our best guess there. So this is Moonlight Saving Time. They're having a moonlight saving time, so I can love that man of mine till birdies wake and chime good morning. They're having a law and clover time to keep that moon out over time, to keep each lover's laying in line till dawning. You better hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, get busy today. You better croon a tune to the man in the moon, and here's what I'd say. They're having a moonlight saving time, so I can love that man of mine till the birdie is making chime. Good morning, so lo, sweet day, so better hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, get busy today. You better cruise to the night in the moon. Here's what I'd say, there ought to be a moonlight saving time, so I can love that man of mine till the birdies wake each other. Good morning. There ought to be a moonlight saving time, so I can say good morning.
Mayman, Lora Sherodd, that was incredible. And what beautiful interactions between the two of you. Thank you so much, Lora. It's wonderful to have you with us for the first time. Please do learn more about Lora Sherodd and Oliver Mayman on our program page, where they have links and ways that you can support their work. Beautiful duo. I was delighted when Katelyn Bouska wanted to perform at the Salon. She emailed me and I said, absolutely. I listened to some of her work, which is so interesting and unusual. She's presenting work of all different composers, but also rarely heard Czech composers and women composers that she champions. So I'm very excited to welcome Katelyn Bouska to the Salon for the first time. Come on up. Katelyn is a frequent solo and collaborative musician. Her unique programming includes many pieces that are written especially for you from rising star composers. Katelyn serves on the music studies faculty at the Curtis Institute of Music, and she will perform April Preludes by Czech composer Vítězslava Kaprálová. Let's put our hands together for Katelyn Bouska.
Created such a lovely environment for us. I discovered the music of Vítězslava Kaprálová about 6 years ago, and I'm so thrilled to see that she's really pulling into the mainstream. For those of you who don't know her, I want to give you 30 seconds background, just to give you a little bit of imagination as you listen to these 4 movements, about 8 minutes of her April Preludes. She was born in 1915, and anyone who is a student of European history will of course know how wonderful it was after World War I in 1918 that the former Austro-Hungarian Empire gave freedom to all of these Central and Eastern European countries. So when she was 3 years old, her country, Czechoslovakia, finally had independence, and she for the first time could go to school and learn in the Czech language instead of German. So there was this creative explosion in her life and those around her. It continued. She was the first woman to study composition in Brno in the 20s. Then she went to Prague and studied and was the first woman to conduct the Czech Philharmonic. About this time, she also wrote the April Preludes when she was 22. And this is amazing. But unfortunately, this creative burst of energy is going to take a nosedive in the last 3 years of her life when she went to Paris, and of course, Hitler invaded her country. She was stuck in Paris, but she became part of the Czech resistance, and unfortunately she died when she was 25 in a military hospital, trying to run away from the Gestapo, waiting for her immigration to come through to come to Juilliard and study. So it's a really tragic story, but please check out her music, especially her songs. Her mother was a singer, and there's a really sensitive ear to lyricism and color, which you will hear in these pieces and in many of her songs. So the last moment of optimism in her life is these April Preludes, and I hope you enjoy.
Katelyn Bouska, everybody. Katelyn, thank you for that extraordinary performance and story of this little-known Czech composer. And her style is very much her own, although parts of it reminded me a bit of Debussy, Ravel, Prokofiev. It's really amazing to hear something that she wrote before her life tragically ended so short. So thank you very much for bringing these composers to life and for coming here to perform for us tonight. Katelyn Bouska. Everyone, please do consider making a simple tax-deductible donation to the performers. That link is on the chat, and it's also on our website, zalonarts.org. It gives me great pleasure to welcome back to the salon. It's been quite a number of years. Lili Añel. She's joined tonight by Samuel Nobles on bass. Lili captivates our audience with her unique style of jazz, folk, and soul. She artfully interprets songs and uplifts her listeners. Her recent release, Better Days, Remastered, was met with wide acclaim. Tonight, Lili will perform original songs. Samuel Nobles is a composer, bassist, pianist, and producer who performs actively with esteemed performers and ensembles in the Philadelphia and Delaware areas. I'll turn it over to Lili. Let's give a warm welcome to Lili Añel, Samuel Nobles.
Thank you. It's nice and warm up here. It's cold in the city. I'm Lili Añel. Nice to meet you. I'm glad to be back here. This is Samuel Nobles. Samuel's real modest. Samuel scored a film, a documentary that last year was up for an award, was nominated for at the Cannes Film Festival. He didn't win, but still. This first song we like to play for you. I have to decompress here. It was very cold where we were sitting, and now it's warm. So. This first song is called I Don't Care, co-written by myself and my twin sister Barbara, who's also a musician, also scoring films. Hopefully you'll hear her name in the not too distant future. I don't care if my favorite team don't win. Losing ain't a mortal sin. I'm willing to admit, don't care if they hit or miss. I don't care if the world is really flat. I'm open to discover that you really care for me. If I lost all that was mine, all would not be through. So long as you can see, the best will be what's in my heart for you. I don't care if all I do is chase my tail. If there's no wind left in my sail, long as you care for me. in due time. Oh, I don't care if my ship gets lost at sea. The only thing that matters, the only thing that matters, the only thing that matters is that you care for me. You care for me. Baby, I don't care. The last time I was here, I'd just written this next song. I think it's appropriate I do again. This time it's on a record, on a CD. I'm old, we made records. Now people are still buying records again. I don't want no vinyl in my house. I'm not carrying that if I have to move ever again in life. My husband has my entire den covered. I said, if we ever sell this house, you're doing this all by yourself. This is called Supposed to Be. Wake up. Here, just so you know, I'm not BSing.
That's nice, folks.
What he said. Just don't feel the same as you. It's wrong, I guess, but I make my mind up just like you do. There's life, there's death, and every second in between. You believe like I believe, you fail to see that I am who I am despite your plan for me. I am who I am supposed to be. I have my dreams, although they're not in line with you. cambiaré, cambio por ti. Tú puedes tratar, no me vas a matar mi corazón, mi sentido por mí. Soy quien yo soy, mejor que te olvides de mí, mejor que te olvides de mí, mejor que te olvides de mí. Yo no me muero sin ti, no me muero sin ti, no me muero sin ti.
Lili, thank you. Samuel, thank you so much. I was so moved by the message and your sultry voice, and it's so wonderful to have you back. I think it's been,
thrilled to be
I don't know, a decade maybe since you were here.
Last time I was here, I had hair. Yeah, a long time ago.
Well, it's wonderful to have you back.
Thank you.
Thank you both
Honored
so
to be
very
here.
much. Our next performer was recommended to me a few years ago by New York City pianist and friend Terry Eder. This is Adalberto's Maria Riva's second performance at the Salon. Adalberto, born in Milan, now living in Switzerland, is a winner of numerous national and international prizes. He has given over 900 concerts in Europe and North America. His recordings of Swiss, Austrian, and Italian music have been highly praised by the international press. He is piano accompanist at the Conservatoire de l'Ouest Vaudois and a founding member of cultural associations that promote classical music. Welcome back to the Salon, Adalberto.
Thank you, Andrea, for the invitation. Good evening, everybody. And just a few words about the piece that I will play. I will start with, I will present two women composers. The first one is from France, Germaine Tailleferre, but I choose her because he settled down in Manhattan, so he has a link she has a link with the United States. She was in the group of six, so the group with Cocteau at the beginning of the 20th century in Paris. This music is a small piece called Romance. Maybe it's an early work because it doesn't sound at all like, it's very romantic. So it doesn't sound at all like 20th century music, but I hope you will enjoy. Just, and then I will need it for the next. next set of two pieces is by American composer Annie Beach, which maybe you know, and she was the first woman who was performed by the Boston Philharmonic, and her Gaelic Symphony premiered at the end of the 19th century in 1896, if I'm not wrong. I remember the date because it's my birthday, October 30, so this is easy. I'm not born in 1896. It was a great success, and so it was the first time that a woman was performed and called to write a symphony for an American orchestra. And so after that, she started to tour inside the United States and also in Europe, especially to Germany, before and after the First World War. What I present here is a set of two pieces completely different. The first one, Scottish Legend, is very, again, romantic, and like you are telling a story in a place which is very far in space and time. And the second one is completely different, very lightly, Gavotte Fantastique. I hope you will enjoy.
Grazie mille. Thank you so much. Adalberto Riva, everybody. For beautiful, beautiful performances. And my Steinway loves you. Your touch. His touch. It's like velvet. Thank you. I hope that you can stay. I'm not sure when you need to go back to Boston, I think. You're on your tour?
I was in Boston.
Oh, where are you heading?
Now I'm leaving tomorrow to Europe. So
Europe, okay.
maybe see you next time.
All right, well, you should stay and have a toast with us. We'll toast you on your trip. Thank you so much, Adalberto. I'm so happy to welcome back to the Salon as somebody who's been performing here for many years, but the last few times he was on Zoom, and now he was able to come back here with his wife from New York City, Luiz Simas. He's a Brazilian composer, singer, and pianist, and he's performed and recorded with some of the great Brazilian artists, and many of his original compositions were performed and premiered in Brazil. Luiz moved to New York in 1989 and has since then performed in venues such as Birdland, Weill Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall, the Metropolitan Room, and the Iridium, as well as performing in regular tours around Europe. His style is influenced by classical music, jazz, rock, coro, bossa nova, and popular Brazilian music. I'll let Luiz tell you about his repertoire in a moment. But first, let's give a very warm welcome to Luiz Simas back at the Salon.
So, hi. So nice to be back here. Wonderful. Love it. I'm going to do two pieces today and tonight. And the first one is one of my compositions, my most recent composition. It's called Dia Assim, which in English means a day like this. And it's about going out for a walk, a free walk. You don't know where you're going, and you're alone or in good company, and you just improvise and appreciate nature, appreciate everything. Dia Assim. Dia assim, vagar ao léu e deviar, sem direção, é brilhar e se perder pra encontrar na solidão. Apreciar cada tom, cada cor, curtir a paz e o frescor da manhã, abrir os braços, a grama macia, abrir os braços e deixar a vida me levar. dia assim, ir por aí, perambular, sem direção, não decidir e me perder pra me encontrar na solidão, mas com você, sempre você no coração. Mas com você, sempre você no coração. Um dia assim. The second piece I'm going to do is a song by composer Djavan, a Brazilian wonderful composer. The name of the song is Capim. It just talks about, it's actually another song about, this one is really about nature, about several features of nature and folk costumes in Brazil. Goiabeira na beira do rio para me benzer. Mandava sair um pouquinho desse seu litoninho que eu tenho carinho para lhe fazer. Caminho do vale para de goiabeira na beira do rio para me benzer. Mandava sair um pouquinho desse seu litoninho que eu tenho carinho para lhe fazer. Pinheiros do Paraná, que bom tê-los, como areia no mar. Mangas do Pará, Pitomeira da Borborema, gemeu no tronco do Jurema. Cacique perdeu, mas lutou que eu vi. Já lhe não adeus, mas acham que sim, que vida igual amor. Plantei um pé de fulô, deu capim. Capim do vale para de goiabeira na beira do rio para me benzer. Mandava sair um pouquinho desse seu litoninho que eu tenho carinho para lhe fazer. Caminho do vale para de goiabeira na beira do rio para me benzer. Mandava sair um pouquinho desse seu litoninho que eu tenho carinho para lhe fazer. Goiabeira na beira do rio para me benzer. Mandava sair um pouquinho desse seu litoninho que eu tenho carinho para lhe fazer. Pinheiros do mais lutou que eu vi, quase não é Deus assim que sim, que filho bom, amor. Perdeu o prazer de flor, deu capim. Thank you.
Thank you, Luiz Simas, and thank you for those beautiful songs. The last one was like a Brazilian patter song. I don't know how you got out all of those words and syllables. It was really nice, and nice to hear you sing and perform here live. It's been wonderful to have you on Zoom, but very special to have you here with us, with the community here. And those of you online, please do get your drink of choice ready, and we will also be having a virtual a toast here and a virtual toast there just after this, the next two performers. I'm so happy to welcome back this trio. Well, actually two have performed here before, and it's one singer's first time at the Salon. But first I need to ask you, who's in need of some therapy pop? Right, Valentina, isn't that therapy pop?
That's
right.
right.
So if you don't know what it is, you'll find out in a moment. Valentina Sounds, aka Valentina Raffaelli, is an Italian-born Philadelphia-based singer-songwriter, voice coach, and music director. Her music will enchant you with the powerful vocals and compelling stage presence and the hypnotic harmonies of her backup singers, Sarah and Molly. Sarah Mingle has been singing with Valentina for almost 5 years. She's a music theater choreographer and teaching artist in Delaware County. Molly Hebert Wilson studied musical theater at NYU and has worked as an actress, singer, teacher, and vocal coach. Welcome to Molly, who's at the Salon for the first time. So I saw Valentina's reel on TikTok where she talks about what her trio will perform tonight, and so therapy pop is new to me too. We look forward to hearing what it's all about. The Valentina Sounds Trio.
Good evening, everyone. I once played this song for my voice teacher, and he said, "Oh, I love some good therapy pop." And you know what? I'm good with that. I like that genre. Nobody's claimed it, so it's mine. I write songs with lyrics that I wish someone would tell me when I'm feeling down and depressed. So they have a lot of, they relate to stress and anxiety and some degree of trauma without getting too specific. I hope that you can find some solace in these funny little songs. All right, the first one's called Fun. Once you know the melody, you can sing it along with us. I know there are a billion of amazing musicians in the room. All right, here you go. Oh, I can feel the stress bubble up, closes in, taste the bitterness and tight, tight pinch in the back, in the shoulder blade and neck. Ooh, all I want is be with you. Talk fast, I never have time to text. Almost done 20 minutes, that should get me through this right up. Ooh, spend a minute with you. Forget all your chores, I'll take you outdoors. We'll sit in the
craving my attention. Ooh, all I want is be with you. Ooh, focus on the good things, serene things, happy thoughts, spinning on and on. I wanna try to make those cookies that I make one time with honey. Ooh, spend a minute with you. Forget all your chores, I'll take you outdoors. We'll sit in the sun. We're gonna have fun, 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 fun. We're gonna have fun, 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 fun. We're gonna have fun, 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 fun. We're gonna have fun, 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 fun. I need a coping mechanism, one that I can use every time I feel the circle closing in. No more defensive pessimism. Yeah, I just wanna be all I need is one more day till rest time, relax time, final rest deadline. Honey, you should bet you let you pay me my attention. All I want is be with you. Focus on the good things, serene things, happy thoughts, spinning and on. Wanna try to make those cookies that I make one time with honey. Spend a minute with you. Forget all your chores, I'll take you outdoors. We'll sit in the sun. We're gonna have fun, 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 fun. Fun, 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 fun. We're gonna have fun, 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 fun. We're gonna have fun, 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 fun. The next song is called Story for Me, and I wrote it when we were in lockdown during the pandemic. I know I gotta let it go, let it loose, and get a good night of sleep. 'Cause nothing's scripted, I can write the best story for me. The best story for me. Days feel like months, stretching nights. All
song for you. You should know it. It is an arrangement that for 3-part harmonies that I wrote a few years ago. And we used to sing, I Want to Wash Your Hands, because, you know, it's good hygiene.
2020 was a weird time.
2020 was a weird time, and Sarah and I lived together, and we were bored. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. Oh, please say to me, and let me be your man. Oh, please say to me, you let me hold your hand. Now let me hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. And when I touch you, I feel happy inside. It's such a feeling that my love I can't hide, I can't hide, I can't hide. Yeah, you got that something. I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand.
You have won our hearts yet again. Valentina Raffaelli, Sarah, and Molly, thank you so much. We love Valentina sounds. Please check out our program page to find out where they're performing next. That link is in the chat, and it's also on our website, zalonarts.org. We're now moving back to the virtual stage for the last performance, so we changed the setup. Those of you on Zoom can get your drink of choice ready for our customary toast, and my friend Laura is coming around with some beverages here. This will take place after the next artist performs. Absolutely delighted to present our last performer, Mary Scholes, a beautiful human being, singer, and creator. Mary has been a live circuit favorite for over a decade. She's a Philadelphia native residing in LA, touring internationally, and forging a personal connection with all of her new audiences. Mary's most recent release, titled Poems from Earth, is a thoughtful walk through the woods, an Americana musing about life on this planet. She'll perform some excerpts from this new album. Check out her many links on our program page. Mary will be joining us from her home in Los Angeles. Mary, it is truly wonderful to have you back, closing out our salon. Let's welcome Mary Scholes.
Thank you so much. It's so lovely to get to be with you virtually. I hope to get to join you in person sometime soon. But it's kind of special. I started the week last week. I was in Utah performing. This weekend I was in the desert, and now I'm back in LA and also with you in Philly, which is so lovely. So thank you so much for being with me, or having me with you. It's been a long week. Yes, so I released this EP called Poems from Earth, which has to do with our experiences in nature and our relationship to it and our effect on it. A few songs dealing really with our effect on it, but these couple songs I'm going to do for you are a little less of that and a little bit more of our own experiences within nature. So this first song that I wrote this about a tour I did in 2014 in support of a record I released called The Girl You Thought You Knew. I was planning this 3-month tour around the country, and I was feeling a bit frustrated and a bit overwhelmed by it, and I posted online about my frustrations, which I rarely do. And this woman that I barely knew reached out to me, a songwriter named Sarah Alt. She was a friend of a friend I had done a show with. She said, I'd like to come with you on that tour if you would be willing, and I can help you finish out the booking. So I was like, okay, let's do it. And so we got into the car on the first day of this 3 months and looked at each other in my little Mazda 3, and we're like, I hope I like you. And thankfully, we learned that we actually loved each other very much, and she became one of my very best friends. But when we were planning this tour, I said, listen, I've set aside 3 days in Montana to go camping in Yellowstone if you are open to that, and which she was. She really loved to camp as well. So I said, perfect, because it's May, it'll be May, and it'll be summertime. Which, if you're from Philly and you live in Los Angeles, is true, but if you live in the mountains, you know better. To be fair, it was summer. When we arrived in the town, we sunbathed out front, but when we drove into the park, there was snow on the ground, and there were bears playing in the snow, so we just kept driving, and that's where this song comes from. Certain songs remind me of Montana, the way the air felt in that place, the cool breeze in the morning, and the way we felt alive, filled with sun and space. All those months that we were out wandering, yet always knowing just where we'd go. We took a minute there in Montana to feel the summer breeze and winter snow. But there are always mornings that I wonder what it would be like if we had stayed there, riding through the town on spokes with treasures that we found, feeding dogs and cutting hair. All those months that we were out wandering, yet always knowing just where we'd go. We took a minute there in Montana to feel the summer breeze and winter snow. It's been years since we were out there wandering, since we got into that car and flew away. But there will always be a certain part inside of me, driving through Montana in early May. All those months that we were out wandering, Thank you. Oh, I love the cutaway to the audience. That helps a lot. Look at all you beautiful people. Hello, hello. As always, Andrea, thank you so much for doing this and for hosting so many wonderful artists month after month, and everybody who works to make it happen, from the tech team, in-house team. It's really special to be a part of the community, so I appreciate you very much. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to do one more song. This is also from Poems from Earth. I started writing this song as a lullaby to my loved ones. My husband and my stepkids and my siblings and my parents and everyone that I couldn't be around because, well, you know, we were all stuck at home. So I started writing this song, and I wrote about half of it, and I couldn't seem to get through the rest of it, and I realized, I kind of understood why that was. And the first time I got to travel post not doing that, I got to go visit my sister who was pregnant with her first kid, and I sat there at their home and finish this song. So it seemed appropriate that I would finish this lullaby for my loved ones in that scenario. So I'd like to use it as a reminder to you, if ever you wonder if there is someone out there holding space for you, because we all need space held in good times and in bad times. So if ever you're wondering if there's anyone holding space for you, I am, and I appreciate you. The song is called The Evergreen. Do not despair, my love, I will be here. Do not despair, my love, though the winter is cold, it also is clear, and you will be here with me, and I will be like the evergreen. Ever to hold you through everything. Open your heart, my love, and look to the sky. Open your heart, my love, draw in your breath and know that everything's fine, and you will go chase your dreams, and I will be like the evergreen. Ever to hold you through everything. And I know there is always heartache, and I know there will be tears, but wherever you go and whatever you do, I'll be there with you. So do not despair, my love, I will be here. Do not despair, my love, though the winter is cold, it also is clear, and you will be here with me, and I will be like the evergreen. Ever to hold you through everything. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. It's lovely to be with you all.
Thank you so much, Mary. Your music is a blessing to us all, and what a perfect ending to a beautiful night, you know, warming us up from the cold, well, at least here, not where you are, but your music really is truly a blessing and a prayer. Thank you.
Thank you.
For all that you give. And all the performers gave so much of themselves tonight. Thank you to everyone who performed. Mary, please do stay on if you can so we can chat with you. In a few minutes, we'll open things up for a conversation with the audience and performers, and we'd love you to join us.
Fantastic.
If you have a few minutes. I want to thank all the performers for this inspired, connected, and soul-stirring evening. Let's show our appreciation once more to all of the fantastic performers, both here in Philly and on Zoom. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And the incredible Salon tech team working hard and making magic with the sound, the lights. Please wave. Tech team, wave so everybody can see who you are. Could not happen without you. And the house team, we're so grateful to you. We're giving so much love to our wonderful volunteer teams tonight. Essentially, the Salon is about the power of music and how we can create more understanding, more inclusivity, more peace in the world. And now it's time for our traditional toast. It's been a long night for me too. So all of you, please have your drink ready. Let's raise our glasses to a new year of music, of community, of peace. L'chaim, salud, cheers.